Good evening, everyone. I'm Nikki Stubbs from NB Publishers. Tafelberg is an imprint of NB, and we're incredibly proud to be publishing your book.
I wanted people to know what really happened. People didn't have a really clear understanding of how easy it is for someone to literally make up a story about how much money they have, swoop in on a mine and say, hey, I've got this money, and steal it right from under them. And yes, this happened in the mining sector, but this can happen in any sector if you're not paying attention. It could happen in, agriculture, whatever, because any business can go under and be liquidated. And if the people involved are unaware of their rights or not paying close enough attention, which I think at the time none of us were, because we'd never experienced something like that. Even Gideon Du Plessis from one of the unions, he said we had never experienced anything like this. So I think, now that we know that it can happen, I think there's a potential that we could safeguard against it happening again. And I also am hoping that someone who has means can really assist the workers. Unfortunately, my skills go only so far. I'm not an attorney, I'm not a lawyer, I don't have the ability to help them, but I'm really hoping that someone who reads the story is able to step in on a pro bono basis and assist the workers who really do need it.
And in the interviews that I have seen you done, use a great analogy of the Aurora mine story is a case of you invite me to stay at your home, I then live at your home, and while I am staying there, I not only start selling your furniture for my gain, I also use the furniture and your fancy plasma screen TV. Is it still plasma screen? I think it's more advanced TVs now. And I use your TV as collateral to start making loans. And so when you say how to steal a gold mine, you don't mean this figurative use of language. It's literally how to unscrew a cable, how to dig up a copper pipe and literally walk away with it and sell it to a scrapyard. That's how you literally steal a gold mine, and this is what happened here.
Yeah, I think one of the parts of the story that definitely wasn't told in the news aspects was the asset stripping, because we have obviously this phenomenon of Zamas in South Africa, and the story that was put forward by some of the liquidators and the Aurora directors is that the Zamas came in and they took everything. But we must remember, these are mine shafts. These are not like just some small pipes. These are entire mine shafts that were taken. I've seen pictures where one day there was a mine shaft and a few days later there was absolutely nothing there. So you needed like real proper equipment. And the workers, in doing their documenting of what actually happened, they were the ones that revealed that no, it wasn't just the Zamas, but there were actual scrap metal companies that came onto the mines and were taking scrap metal and selling it. On some of the visits to the mine in Springs, when the Zama group had grown quite large, I definitely felt like I was not always as safe. But because I had such a good relationship with the workers, they would always meet me somewhere like in town, and then I don't know how they would know when is a good time to go into the mine, because either the Zamas were somewhere else or they were not operating. I mean, they later revealed that they too had joined the Zamas, so maybe that's how they knew. But I think that was one element where I felt an element of having to be very careful about my safety. But I think as a journalist also, you trade in relationships a lot, and the relationship that you build up over time with people, relationships are very valuable. So the relationships that I had with the workers is what really protected me, because I knew that they wouldn't let anything bad happen to me.